Hello and welcome. This is Dr. Tim Liptrap. I'd like to take a few moments to go over a very simplified income statement problem for the company called XYZ. XYZ has sales of $927,000. The cost to produce those sales is $450,000. The depreciation expense on the machinery was $75,000. Their interest expense on all their bank loans and their notes that they took out was $45,000, and they currently have a tax rate of 35%. Based upon these numbers, we are looking to solve the net income for the firm. What I've done is I've created an Excel spreadsheet with a very simplified income statement. On this income statement has sales, cost, depreciation, earnings before interest and taxes. I call it EBIT. Other people might call it something different. Interest. Then you have EBT, or earnings before taxes, your taxes, and then your net income. We are trying to solve the problem for the net income. So we have sales of $927,000. So I'm just going to type that into our Excel spreadsheet. Our cost of doing business is $450,000. So I'm going to type that in. Our depreciation expense is $75,000. So costs and sales and depreciation, we need to figure out what our earnings are before interest and taxes. Very first thing I'm going to do, just to make it easy for us, is I am going to put a single line underneath this box right here. So I'm going to come in here and I want to underline that. Single line underline. So what that means is kind of a subtotal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit equal, and I'm going to take our number of sales and I am going to subtract out the cost, and I'm going to subtract out the depreciation. Just hit enter. So my new number for my earnings before interest and taxes is $402,000. The interest that we need to pay, according to the problem, is $45,000. So then what I'm going to do here is I would like to come in here and put another sub-line. And I'd like you to do this when you're doing this problem so that we can see it. And then I'm going to subtract these two numbers, 402 minus 45,000. And I'm now going to have a number of $357,000. Now my taxes are 35%. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to hit equal, and I'm going to take this number and I'm going to multiply it, which is the asterisk, times 0.35, and that gives me my tax number of $124,950. I'm going to put a single underline underneath this as well. Now remember, these are kind of like the subcategories. Now what I'm going to do is then I am going to subtract out 357. I'm going to take 124, the taxes from that number. Just hit enter. And the solution to this problem of the net income was $232,050.